Hey, what's up guys, Rip here. So guess what? Today, we're going to have some goofs. We're going to have some gaffes because we're going to be looking at the continued ridiculous behavior of several usual suspects we cover on this channel, including Hasan Piker, who's being exposed as a fake socialist. Again. And also his own community is now canceling him for concerns stemming from animal abuse. And no, it's not his dog Kaya, it's a different animal this time. We're also going to be looking at some tough times for Idubbbz and his wife Anisa. Currently they're very pressed because Ethan Klein has been trolling them because Idubbbz has been served food on a cardboard box. And as Pokimane will say later in this video, what are you, a broke boy? But let's start with Hasan Piker, who will never survive the communist with a Gucci bag allegations. During his trip to China, he's done many ridiculous stunts like soy facing at the little red book he was given, and also he's taken a recent trip to the zoo. And I will admit, this caption is a little bit funny, but you know what's funnier? This photo right here. Hasan Piker flexing a stack of cash to basically boast on social media. This guy, the self-proclaimed socialist, is flexing money on people. You literally cannot make this up. This should be like a career ender among his orbit and his fans, right? If they were even 1% serious, they would say, hey, socialist, why are you flexing cash on us? You're completely unserious. But then again, they'll excuse anything at this point. And do you think he regrets posting this photo years ago? Make the rich pay. The rich in question. Like, look at this. Before, after. Amazing stuff. And if you're wondering how much money was in that stack, this is according to Grok, which is of course AI, so who knows its accuracy, but it estimates around 3,800 USD, of course, right? And that's according to Grok. Now this is according to the people. These are the replies to that post he made. As you can see right here, very clear on their feelings. LOL socialist flashing money in designer clothes. This guy plays his fans for fools. Oh, geez. Free Kaya, as always.
Lay down, you stupid dog!
That's not AI, by the way. This is real. This actually happened, guys. Flexing while there is a genocide is crazy work. Yeah, he's in a country that's currently doing that. The only criticism I have for this is the head's a little too big, but you get the point. You also have this post. W wife with the ratio on Hasan Piker. Wow. But anyways, I wanted to pay attention to a reply to her quote that brings up Pokimane, which is a really good point because this is very Pokimane coded. You know, people on Twitter, all the weirdos, they like adding coded to everything. Pokimane coded seems very appropriate here, given her recent comments about the rich.
Do you think someday we'll have a revolution like that in America? Right? It's getting there, right?
We've already had one.
Another one.
What's going on?
The wealth disparity is getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that shit.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
Facts.
And we hate the rich. Anyways. Too much.
Aren't you the rich?
No! Like the ultra rich, the ultra giga rich, the unnecessarily
You have to clarify.
rich.
They're gonna clip that and it's gonna make you look bad.
Oh.
You
the
gotta
ultra
say
giga
you
rich.
gotta say the billionaires.
The billionaires.
Because you are rich.
The Bezos.
You can't be saying that.
Yeah, the ridiculous virtue signaling is not lost on anyone because this is just the way she acts, all right? She's a millionaire, and when she gets called out for saying, you know, we hate the rich, she says, no, I mean the ultra giga rich. And also, she's the same person a year before that clip who called her fans broke boys because they refused to buy her $27 cookies that she was trying to sell, like ridiculous price. But these are the people we're dealing with. But now I turn your attention to not only a new meme format, but a new controversy. So if you're wondering where that money came from, that was actually from some betting he did at a horse track. So that was his winnings. And now his own community is very concerned in this now forcibly deleted Reddit post from his subreddit. This user said, I'm really disappointed in Hasan for going to a horse race. he is just going to choose to ignore the mountains of evidence and decades of stories. He even read my chat where I asked him not to go and told him it's cruel. That's so freaking lame. And it's not like they don't have horse racing in California. He could have done that stupid stuff back home if he loves it so much. The Animal Welfare Act was passed in 1966 and it outlawed animal fighting, dog, rooster, horse, all of it in one fell swoop. We need to work towards adding an amendment to the Animal Welfare Act that outlaws animal racing next. Are you sure about that, buddy? Why would Hasan do that? He wants to bet on horses. Of course, that's way more important than anything like that. Don't kid yourself. But you can see people are a little upset, and they raised it in his stream, and this was his response.
Animal racing is incredibly cruel. I used to work in a dog racing at the winning level. Animal racing is bad. I don't know if you know this, but I am a horseback rider. I did professional show jumping. Like I had a horse. I can't speak for dog racing. I'm not entirely familiar with it, but Umamasume's biggest hater, yeah. Until you got fat, respectively? No, not until I got fat. What is happening here? You can't just say until you got fat and then slap on respectively at the end of it. I wasn't a jockey. I was a show jumper.
Nothing gets this man more pressed than comments from his own community. If his own community says anything negative or remotely negative towards him, he crashes out. I mean, just a few days ago, we saw a clip where he essentially told a 33-month subscriber to off themselves because they questioned Hasan's workout routine. And here he goes, trying to say all this stuff. And he's a horseback rider, guys. He's a regular equestrian over here. Yeah, he's referring to this photo that's gotten the rounds. You can see the notes I attached. It comes from a tweet where there was a clip where Hasan tried to claim he grew up not very affluent. That it was basically his whole life is a rags to riches story, which we all know is a lie. Because, yeah, not a lot of broke kids do stuff like this. And, of course, the comments were made, as you can see, based on that photo. And then we think about the comments about dog racing. We know your feelings on dog racing, dude. You really don't have to tell us. But, of course, this stack of cash, he's not going to redistribute it to the people, the masses. Of course not. But what about his friends? What about his good pals, Ian and Anisa? They could really use it right now. As pointed out by Ethan Klein, he's been checking on Idubbbz in a couple of posts here. Number one saying, how's the life, bud? Where Idubbbz is eating peas out of a can. And then the second post saying, Ian, do you need plates? I can help you, brother. And now he's eating food off of a cardboard box. He's got no dishes! Yeah, he's getting clowned on a lot for this one, and he would be instantly pressed. Instantly pressed, and basically implying that Ethan Klein is poor shaming and he's an awful person. Let's just watch this clip.
Dude, I was surprised. I was like, he was posting me doing the scrandle, the custom-made scrandle on cardboard. It's always what he gets upset about is like people not interpreting what he's doing as a joke, but it's so overt. I just put fucking mushy peas on cardboard and uncooked marmalade, the marmalade base. The fact that he's so excited about someone being poor and struggling is so gross. He does that with the girls he's suing too. Yes, it is fucking, it's weird. And then he hallucinates anti-Semitism as well. It's not even fair to call it a hallucination. It's so much worse than that.
Yeah, he's very pressed about all this. He's basically saying that Ethan is obsessed with him and making all these ridiculous statements that come off as jokes, but he's actually serious because he's so obsessed with Idubbbz and Anisa. And he also tries to say that Ethan is poor shaming, and that he's even trying to poor shame people like Frogan, the Froganator, and the other people on the receiving end of Ethan Klein's copyright infringement lawsuit, which is a very desperate attempt, but also based Idubbbz? Is he like making fun of the people on that list? I don't know. Is that what he's trying to do? But he's going to get even more pressed because responding even once in this scenario was a mistake. His best move with Ethan Klein trolling him, ignore it. Because every time you respond, Ethan's gonna respond. And it just goes on forever. So then Ethan came out with another series of posts saying, bro is mad I have plates. He's plateless. And then he shows some affordable options for plates. And then he says here, Anisa serving her loved one on cardboard. Shallow, dumb, bad, cheap, lazy, wasteful. Me serving my loved one on beautiful artisan plates. Smart, loving, good, eco-friendly, supports independent artists. He is on like a generational run. I don't think we're ever going to get like the Ethan Klein from like 10 years ago, but this version's pretty good too. This villain arc, the trolling, it's entertaining to say the least. And, well, they're still mad. In fact, they're madder. Ian and Anisa would respond by posting their dishes.
We bought it because I will eventually be a grandpa. Eventually. This is a really good plate.
It's anthropology.
It's anthropology.
Okay.
We're supporting local artists by buying it from Anthropology.
The matching.
Yep.
Mug. Okay.
Twin cats, twin black cats. How often are you ever going to see a mug like this?
Never.
No, never.
Independent artist anthropology. Bowl.
Yes.
So it holds lots of ramen. And my favorite.
Can we vulgar roast?
You
Yeah.
have that in your house?
Yeah. Do you have a faded nobody knows I'm gay cup? I bet you don't.
I bet you don't.
I bet you don't.
Please, guys, I am begging you, stop responding to this man. Stop getting pressed over stupid things. He's going to keep trolling you. Here's his response, Ethan, saying, look at how the monkeys dance for me. He got you to whip out your collections of plates and glasses just to prove you have them. And also, oddly enough, they're either gimmicky or they're like Halloween themed. That wasn't really a great choice. It makes them seem like they're novelties and not something you actually use. But man, just getting pressed over and over again. Like, I don't know, like get more Denny's patrons over here and maybe you don't have to worry about all this stuff anymore. Because he's also been really hammering home that he needs subs. And like, I get it in a sense, but at the same rate, he's trying to make something out of Twitch, like clearly, and he's trying really hard. And over the last week, his total number of subs went from like nearly 2,000 to around 600, and he's like really asking his viewers routinely to give over their subs. And well, at the end of the day, at least Hasan noticed one of their emotes on stream. Wow, what a moment!
No, he would make Christian carry the tail.
Oh my God, Trump tour, eating a glizzy, emote, new emote.
New emote just dropped. You can see it there. It's kind of hard to tell, but it was there. It was Trump eating the glizzy. Nice. It was brief, but the glizzy eating emote is spreading, which is good. I'm glad Anisa's work is getting recognized. Because I need her to, I need her to make me a bunch of fucking emotes.
If only you knew how bad things really are. Yeah, this is a bleak moment. It's been a bit of a week for them, and I guess the highlight was seeing their emote pop up for 1 second in Hasan's chat. That's something that's really good. That one will go straight into the bank account, straight to the pride. Something to be really proud of. But yeah, you know what? This landscape is a circus. Content creation is a circus, and some people are clowns, and we're here to laugh at them. And that's what we're going to continue to do, because Idubbbz, Anisa, Hasan, all these people, they just provide free content forever. Because at this point, they're not even trying to not embarrass themselves or be hypocrites or what have you. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. His glasses didn't change in this video. They didn't get any bigger. They never got bigger.